Proverbs chapter 30. Every word of God is pure. Give me neither poverty nor riches. The words of Agur, the son of Jacob, even the prophecy. The man spake unto Ithiel, even unto Ithiel and Ukal. Now, before I actually read any of the actual proverb here, we got no clue who these people are. This is the only place in the scriptures that they are mentioned. So we don't really know when it was written, so I'm just reading this here at the end of the reign of King Solomon because, it's in the Proverbs, so we're going to assume it was written at about the same time. But this chapter 30, this proverb, and the next one that I will read, chapter 31, were not written by Solomon, or probably were not written by Solomon. Just want to point that out. Let's continue. Verse 2. Surely I am more brutish than any man, and have not the understanding of a man. I neither learned wisdom, nor have the knowledge of the holy. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fists? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? Every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Okay, let us pause a minute. I like that. What is his name, and what is his son's name? This is clearly talking about God. Ascended into heaven, descended from heaven, gathered the wind in his fists, bound the waters, established all the ends of the earth. This is the creation. This is obviously talking about God. But it makes a clear distinction. What is his name? What is his son's name? Two separate beings. God the Father and God the Son. Let's go back to verse 5. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Two things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, Who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. Accuse not a servant unto... Well, okay, let us pause this again. That I like. Don't give me too much, or I might deny God and say that I got it myself. But don't give me too little, or I might fall into sin and steal and become wicked. Need a happy medium in there, just enough to keep me in remembrance of God. Verse 10. Accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty. There is a generation that curseth their father, and doth not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth are as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. Now, this does say it's a prophecy, so is that describing our modern day? A generation where people do not honor their parents? They lift themselves up. They have an inflated sense of their own greatness, who are willing to destroy. So that sounds a lot like the modern day to me. But verse 15, the horse leech hath two daughters, crying, Give, give. There are three things that are never satisfied, yea, four things say not, it is enough. The grave and the barren womb, the earth that is not filled with water, and the fire that saith not, it is enough. The eye that mocketh at his father, and despiseth to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. There be three things which are too wonderful for me, yea, four which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. For three things the earth is disquieted, and for four which it cannot bear. For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat. For an odious woman when she is married, and an handmaid that is heir to her mistress. There be 4 things which are little upon the earth, but they are exceeding wise. The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. The conies are but a feeble folk, yet make they their houses in the rocks. The locusts have no king, yet go they forth all of them by bands. The spider taketh hold with her hands, and is in kings' palaces. There be 3 things which go well, yea, 4 are comely in going. A lion which is strongest among beasts, and turneth not away for any. A greyhound, and he goat also, and a king against whom there is no rising up. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, and if thou hast thought evil, lay thine hand upon thy mouth. Surely the churning of milk bringeth forth butter, and the wringing of the nose bringeth forth blood. So the forcing of wrath bringeth forth strife. Now these are some interesting lists. I like that there are 3 things, yeah, even 4. All of them. There's 4 in all of this. I don't think that's a mistake. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that was purposely done. 4 things that we don't understand. 4 things that disquiet the earth. 4 things that are exceedingly wise. And 4 things that are good. 4 things that go well. All lists of 4. I'm not going to talk about each individual thing here, but I find that these lists are interesting. These lists are very interesting. Not sure exactly how to explain it, because a lot of this, some of these things we may think that we know now. The way of an eagle in the air, serpent on a rock, ship in the sea, and a way of a man with a maid. Things are too wonderful for me. We don't understand. It's not that we don't know the technical explanations, that the marvels of it. Watching an eagle soaring in the sky. Keep wonder alive. Don't think that this world is common. Don't be afraid to feel awe and wonder at the world. But then the things that disquiet the earth, things that are out of place, things that are doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Keep things as they should be. Don't go against the nature of things. The wise ones look to the natural world and gain wisdom. Take the wisdom from the natural world. They do what they have to, and they do what they can. I don't know. It's an interesting proverb, and I like the lists that they have there. Although I will still say I don't know if I fully understand it at this point. I'm going to leave that here. See you in the next one.